So it's been a few days since I posted a video here on YouTube called On the Other Side of Success. And in that video, I get really up close and really personal and really vulnerable, which was the whole point of the video. And at the end of the video, I was definitely feeling nervous. I expressed that, and I expressed hesitation about whether that video would still be live the next day. But the video is still up, and I feel really good about it, actually. As a matter of fact, looking back on it, it almost seems obvious that that's what I should have done a long time ago. The response was overwhelming in a very positive way, and I feel more connected. I feel very loved. I feel, okay, I'll say it, I feel hopeful, all from just sharing and being vulnerable. I saw a video over the summer called The Power of Vulnerability, and it was by a speaker named Brene Brown. She shared it as a TED Talk, and I'll put a link to it in the description section of this video. But she basically makes a case that we all want to be connected, deeply connected with each other. The more fulfilled people are more deeply connected. People that are unhappy and unfulfilled and suffering in life usually describe that suffering as being disconnected. This happened to me, and so therefore I feel unwanted. I feel unlovable. And being vulnerable and allowing yourself to I guess be real, because we're all pretty ugly inside. We've all had struggles. That it actually brings people closer to you. It seems weird, even like I said, it seems so obvious now. But when I was thinking about making that video, and when I was thinking about how I might feel the day after, I showed it to my wife and everything before I posted it. I was so afraid, and it was like I just didn't want to go there. I just wasn't ready to go there. But I realized there was no way around it. There was no way under it. There was no way over it. I had postponed making that, leap forward for months and months and months. And I just had to go through it. I had to go through it. And now it's just like, what was I so afraid of? I don't know. I guess embarrassment, maybe that an opportunity will pass me by in the future because somebody will look at my video and throw something up to me that I said. But today, sitting here right now, I feel actually that the benefit from that video will so outweigh any negatives that'll come from me being that open and transparent. As a matter of fact, and vulnerable, that's the whole point, vulnerable. Brene talks in her video about, the courage that it takes to be imperfect, and how we all have something in our lives that makes us feel unworthy of deep connection and unworthy of acceptance, and that we're all there's something inside of all of us that says, I'm not enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not thin enough, I'm not successful or rich enough, or whatever your aren't enoughs are, and you know what they are. That those are the things that keep us from deep connections. Because if you share those things, you won't have deep connections. And what she was saying and what I was going for in that video is I already felt disconnected because I was hiding a part of me. I was floating on success and floating on the myth of greatness, even if it was only in my own mind. And you do find that out pretty quickly, that a lot of those myths that you are trying to protect are really only yours to protect, because nobody else actually thinks I'm that great. It's nobody else thinks I'm imperfect. It's that it was just like a fog that I had created and that I was living in of uh, my own little world. Anyway, the point is that since then I have actually been kind of excited, believe it or not, about doing more of that. And I've written a little list of things down that I want to share with you. Now, I'm not good about planning what I'm going to do in the future. So I'm not making a commitment to this. I'm just telling you this is what I'm thinking today. Because see, I'm trying to do, I'm trying to do something just for today, and not get too far ahead of myself, because that's okay. So, and plus I'm stalling. Okay, I got it up now. So these are some video blogs that I want to make. Going through this time in my life, reveals all these things that I guess they're defects and flaws in my life that would have never probably been exposed without the pressure that I'm under right now, exposing them. The old a diamond is just a block of coal in the rough, No, a big thing of coal is just a diamond in the rough. That when you press it, you push it, that it becomes something great. And it kind of trivializes a little bit what I'm going through right now. And I really don't want a whole bunch of that stuff right now, because I feel like you're trivializing my journey. Oh, it'll be fine tomorrow. But it's true. It's just I just don't know how much of it I can take. I gotta ease into this stuff. But in this process, I'm thinking to myself, wow, a lot of things are kind of revealing themselves. And man, there has to be a way to kind of live a more balanced life where you can continue to grow as a human being, and that you won't be successful in life. And I don't mean financial, I just mean successful, meaning happy. You won't be such a great parent that you can't continue to learn how to be a better parent. You won't be so financially successful that you isolate yourself and get a house in a walled off community, and you're just so isolated that you stop growing as a person. And for me, I haven't been growing as a person that much. I've been isolated by success. Everybody's patting me on the back. He's the guy that can do it all. And there's a window. Sorry, I got a little distracted. That's why this light that's coming in looks pretty. I think it looks good because it's just a window. And then behind me is another window. And this is just a $45 piece of paper, like a backdrop that's hanging across my ceiling in a garage. And so there's a window behind it trying to shine through. There's one here shining in, and it makes for a nice, soft, kind of expensive-looking studio production, but it's pretty humble. But anyway, but if I could just not stare out there and keep staring here and keep talking to you, that would work out better. So here's some things that have kind of popped up that are now in the forefront of my consciousness that I really want to dig into, because I think that some of these traits are probably going to be somewhat common in people like me. And I have realized that the core of my audience are people like me. In the 200 and some, almost 300 comments that you were so kind to and gracious to leave me on the last video. Not a lot of hate, and not a lot of people going, oh, make more funny videos, make more whatever, all the other kinds of videos I've made. People appreciate this in such a deep way. And I get that. I really do get that. And I feel very blessed. I'm to be able to share something that connects with people on such a deep level. But it's just like, it's all I want to do. How in the world can I just make trivial, funny, goofy videos, even if they do make money, when I can have an impact? And I don't know. Like I said, this is where my disconnect with money comes, because it's like I don't even care. If I can just keep connecting with people like that last video did, man, that's as fulfilled as I need to be. I guess I just have to scale back on what I hope to earn in a lifetime, and just focus on doing stuff that feels this good. I don't know, but okay. So, Lord have mercy. So here's some things that keep bubbling up, because I do right now. I'll get to them in a second. I just feel grounded right now. I really feel kind of balanced, centered, grounded. I feel like I can breathe again. Yes, I really do. And I feel hopeful. And I want to stay in this place, but I want to go. I want to go pursue things and live. I got to balance it all out. But in moving forward, I've identified some things that a lot of dreamers like me that watch these videos may identify with. And I don't know that I've heard really great conversations about this, because most of the things that I want to talk to you about are not always thought of as negative things. Like, for instance, my very first one here is self-confidence, and how in me it almost, looking at it from kind of where I'm at now, to where I was, this kind of self-confidence I'm talking about is almost like a mental illness. It's like the kind of self-confidence where someone would jump off of a house and just start flapping their wings and think they could fly. I'm telling you, when I share with you in depth about how the world looks to me and how I feel so, uninhibited by everything and by everybody, that I realize that it's too much. And I don't, you get patted on the back a lot for being confident, and you get told that it's your strength, and that, man, and there's all these self-help seminars that are about, believe in yourself, but there might be a group of people like me that need to hear, tone it down a little bit. It could be dangerous. That's why I refer to it as almost like a mental illness. Talents and entitlements. I realize that being very talented, and there may be very talented people, and talented, when I use the word talented, I meant gifted, okay? Meaning I didn't, the way I look, the way my brain is wired, whether I can, I'm musical, I can just, play instruments, and that wasn't a great singing what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't put on my best singing voice for you, but I can sing a little bit. And look, I'm talented. I'm gifted. Certain things come easy for me, and it's given me a sense of entitlement. I'm better than other people, and like I don't have to wait in the same lines that you do. That I don't have to go get a job, because I can, make my own jobs, and it's gotten me into a lot of trouble, and I want to talk about that, and I wonder if there are people that'll be able to identify with feeling entitled, which I'm not, by the way. And I think knowing that is going to really help center me and ground me and make me work harder and be more appreciative of the things that I get, blah, blah, blah. Is going bigger ever big enough? Another thing that I've noticed in myself lately is that, Renetto is one of those guys that goes big or goes home. I am, and I have been, and I can kind of track through, which I want to do in a nice video blog. I want to track through my life and how I move from thing to thing to thing to thing, because I was moving up. And so, yeah, I come across an opportunity, and it's an opportunity down here, and then I'm standing there and I'm working, and then I see something else, not down here, up here, and I'll just abandon this. Just completely done. Next, 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 next. And then I get all the way up here. And now I'm finally doing something. I'm going big. Right off the edge. And going big and that whole I don't know that that's a healthy grounded approach. I don't know. We're going to talk about it though. I want to talk to you about not getting ahead of yourself. I tend to even making these video blogs, I'm already planning out. No thanks to your encouragement. And I say no thanks to your encouragement because it's like I'm already, I in the comments, you should be a motivational speaker. And I'm like, well, maybe I should be a motivational speaker. I don't even know what that looks like. I don't know. What do I, like, come up, write a book and get a DVD series and sell them? And do I charge you 99 cents a video to watch me? I mean, I don't even know what that, but you keep saying, why don't you be a motivator? How? About what? But anyway, I'm thinking, well, I'm posting these videos. I'm going to get real. It's going to connect with people. And then I start thinking, well, should I brand it? Oh yeah, I got to get me a nice backdrop. And next I'm going to have to get an HD camera because, these videos are going to live on forever. And soon people will be watching them and they need to be in HD and people are going to be watching them on their televisions. And it's like, and I'm already getting ahead of myself. Like, I'm just making a video blog and now I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I'm not going to be the most viewed, the most subscribed. I'm not going to get but they're going to be, and it's like, and I'm planning it all out over one video blog. That's where my mind goes. It's insane. It's crazy. I need help. The power of vulnerability, which is, I guess I'll check that one off the list because that's what this is about. I got vulnerable with you and you gave me so much back and I feel so great. So why don't I want to stay in this moment? Why don't I want to stay vulnerable? If I don't stay vulnerable, it's only for one reason. It's because I don't feel like I need to. Like I want to take some control back so that I can brand myself, so that I can market myself, so that I can be something or do something that that baggage can't come with me. And when I start doing that, see, that gets down to this one here, crowdsourcing my life. I wonder if me posting regular video blogs can't be part of the secret of my recovery, if you will. Somebody said, Renetto's back to using YouTube as therapy. It's true. It is true. I call it crowdsourcing my life. And, you guys have been there for me and you've been very, very supportive and you've been honest. And sometimes I just don't want that honesty. I don't want to hear it. I want to see past it. I want to push past it. I want to ignore that it ever happened so that I can reinvent myself. And now I'm seeing that as something somewhat dangerous. So, and the last one I have on my list is the no way back. Burn a bridge so that you don't have a way back and it'll force you to keep moving forward. Well, a guy like me doesn't need any force to move forward. I need ropes tying me down. I'm wanting to just fly away already. And I just got grounded again. So for me, and maybe for big dreamers like me, maybe for people with the mental illness of over self-confidence, maybe people that, that some of this stuff that I want to start talking about, maybe that if it resonates with you, maybe you should start crowdsourcing your life, whatever. I'm not going to get into what you guys should do, okay? I'll stick to what I need to do. But this no way back thing, I guess what I'm trying to say is this. There's a lot of advice out there, and it seems to usually be geared towards people, that need a pep talk and that would benefit from some self-confidence. But then there's a strange breed of people like me, and it's I don't know. Okay, so I'm rambling. That means I got to stop. I'm at 19 minutes. That's a good time to stop, around 20 minutes. So I'm still figuring it out, and I do wanna end the video with this. Um, okay, now I'm talking myself out of being vulnerable right now. But I'm just gonna put it out there. I really, really, really like your comments, and I feel like what I want to say to you is that I want this to be a two-way street. If I'm not going to try to entertain you, and I'm not going to try to get a bunch of views, and not going to try to get a bunch of subscribers, just the people that do watch my videos, and the people that do sit through these 20-minute video blogs, that I'm giving you something. And during that 20 minutes, you can give back with a comment or two. And that I think I can stay strong when it starts to feel like, what am I doing and why am I investing myself into this? Nobody's watching, nobody's commenting. That if you can comment, I'm not asking you to rate, I'm not asking you to subscribe, I'm not asking you even to share this with all of your friends on Twitter and Facebook. I'm saying, can we have a conversation? Can we interact? I read and responded to every private message. I read every comment, no kidding, at least 4 times, and responded to the ones that I felt, that either struck me funny or that you asked a question, so I responded. And I'm not saying I can keep, I'm not going to go back a video that I shot a month ago and probably find a comment somewhere, but I'll do my best. My point is, I'll do my best. But in a way, I kind of feel like I'm doing that now by making this video. That I'm giving you something, and I'm asking for something in return that won't take you nearly as long as it takes for me to think these things out, to record them, to render them, to upload them, to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is how I feel. It is. I'm asking you to participate. Leave a comment. And because that's my fuel. That is at the end of the day, all I ever strived for on YouTube, in all honesty, was to be. I mean, I say I want to be the most viewed and all that kind of stuff, but if I could, show up in the most discussed page, if I could be known as one of those guys that gets hundreds of comments on all of his videos, even with small view numbers, that would be a real sense of pride. See, now I'm trying. See, that's why I didn't want to get into it, because I feel like I don't know, is that good or bad? Okay, I'll throw it out there. Is that good or bad? Should I just make the videos and let it go? I don't know. Maybe I'm still stuck there. Maybe I'm still overthinking that. I don't know. Now I gotta think about this. But that is how I feel. I'm gonna get a little irritated if I don't get a bunch of comments on this video. That's the truth. But maybe I'll grow up, push past it, and just be grateful for the ones that I do get. I don't know. Obviously, I'm still a work in progress. God. And my commitment to you for today is I'm going to keep it honest, keep it real, keep it unedited, uncut, and I'll post regularly, maybe a couple times a week, and and I'll work it out. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. And oh, tell me you can hear that. Listen. Can you hear that? That's the church bells. I hope you can hear it. Right here in this window, I'm looking at a bell tower. And every day at noon and at 6, the church bells chime. What an appropriate way to end this video. Hope, grace. It's a nice reminder. I know you can't hear it. You're just watching me do this. I can hear it. I told you.